All right, folks, the Batman has come ever since early in the pandemic, where that two little question mark trailer came, that teaser with the little rough footage with the Nirvana playing. It's all come to this. It's built to a crescendo, and now the Batman has come out. Some people think it's a masterpiece. Some people think they appreciate it, but a little burnt out. And there's some people that think that this Batman movie has gone too far. It's too dirty, too grimy, too gloomy, too nasty to be a Batman movie. Are you one of those people? What are your takes on the Batman? I'm going to give you my takes right about now.
He doesn't really make those types of when, you're not the blockbuster type of guy.
All right, welcome to Blurred Insights, where we celebrate genre entertainment from a blurred perspective. I'm your host, Jerris George, and today we are going to be talking about the... Well, wait, hold on. Hold on. I'm getting... This is new. This is breaking news. I'm getting a message from producer Sean. He says, breaking news, this Samuel L. Jackson still does not give a fuck. Can we confirm that, producer Sean? Before I give it to the audience, before I give this information, I need to confirm. Okay, I can confirm it. Samuel L. Jackson still does not give a fuck.
You can't kill me, motherfuckers!
He proved it by going on The View recently. And when the host asked him to give his take on what legendary filmmakers have said about the MCU, Francis Ford Coppola had some things to say, Martin Scorsese had some things to say about it. They're not big fans, needless to say. And so the host of The View asked Mr. Jackson what he thought about that whole situation. And he basically said, it's easy for directors to do so, meaning to talk about the MCU, only because people aren't going to see their movies. Damn. Sam Jackson dunking on directors he has worked with. I can understand him being upset with Martin Scorsese, because Martin Scorsese had him getting domed in his tighty whities. And God bless y'all professional actors, man. I wouldn't, if there's a picture out there on the internet with my tighty whities, I got to scrub that. I got to find a hacker to scrub it. And he just willingly just showed his whole upper thigh and got murked. He didn't park the van like he was supposed to and got murked.
A fucking funeral.
And I think that's the only thing that he's done with Martin Scorsese. So I can understand him not being too sympathetic to his complaints. Why does there have to be, what is it about somebody like Martin Scorsese complaining about an MCU movie? He doesn't really make those types of movies. Neither does Francis Ford Coppola. His movies are experimental as hell. He's not a 4-quadrant guy other than the 2 Godfather movies. And the same thing with Scorsese. I don't understand being angry when, you're not the blockbuster type of guy. You're respected. Why not? I just think that older legendary filmmakers should just embrace superhero culture. Just do it. I think that they have so much to bring to it. I don't know about y'all, but I would love to see a Martin Scorsese superhero movie. I would love it. He's the guy. Wouldn't you love to see Joe Pesci flying around New York? He sees a lady getting mugged, and he just flies down and he just stabs the mugger with a fountain pen. You motherfuck you. You leave that lady alone, you motherfuck. And then he just flies off. And then the lady's covered in blood. And she says, thanks. Boom. Directed by Martin Scorsese. Bam. That's the trailer. I'm an idea machine, baby. That's what I do. All day. Ideas. All day long. Y'all can have that one. But other than that, no. But really, in all seriousness, though, it's frustrating that somebody like Martin Scorsese has trouble embracing, you know, that sort of MCU style filmmaking or superhero filmmaking in general, because honestly, he has a lot to bring to the genre. Anything that's happened in a Martin Scorsese movie has happened in a comic book series already or a graphic novel already. If you could probably take the top 20 all-time dark themed graphic novels, Martin Scorsese probably could adapt any one of them in his sleep to do like a 10 episode, 13 episode Netflix series, anything, any graphic novel, he could adapt it and it would be great. So I just want the elder statesmen to just uncurmudgeon themselves a little bit and embrace some of the new stuff, because y'all just really have a lot to bring to it. But on one hand, everybody has an older gentleman in their life in some capacity. An uncle, a father, a friend, a boss, a lover, a neighbor, somebody you know is an older dude. And one thing you know, something that an older dude is going to do is complain about something new. Guaranteed. And you know how I knew this? I have to sympathize with Scorsese and Francis Ford Coppola, because I see the old guy in me getting grumpy about new shit. Because I'm just gonna go ahead and admit, I hate TikTok. I hate it. It's too many layers of annoyance. You know, it's not just the loud, obnoxious background music. It's not just the dancing. It's not just the annoying, unrealistic sounding AI woman voice that somehow, for some reason, everybody just has to use. It's not all of those things. It's them combined together to create the perfect annoyance sandwich that I hate. No offense to anybody who loves it. A lot of people do. I ain't one of them. Thank y'all for helping me get that off my chest, man. If don't nothing else come out of this YouTube, I think I'm gonna be able to get a lot of stuff off my chest. I guess the same thing I'm saying to them, I would say to myself: embrace the new technology and bring your age and your wisdom and your anger to the new medium, which leads us to the movie that we're going to be talking about on the show this evening. The main subject of today's show, The Batman. I thought it was great, well made, well acted, well directed, looked great, music was great, everything top notch. But it was a little heavy. It was a little heavy. It was a little whoo. When I walked out of it, I was like, okay, I need a shower, or at least a wash up. I need to soap up a washcloth and at least just hit the hot spots. Just hit the hot spots after seeing that movie. I've never watched it before, but just after coming out of The Batman, I needed to just binge a season of The Proud Family. If anybody can give me the password for whatever it's on, I need to cleanse and get some hope and joy back into my life after seeing this wonderful movie. I never thought that I'd see a day where somebody decided to make a superhero version of Seven. I never thought that was something I wanted or needed, but I liked it. And shout out to Matt Reeves, the writer and director, for making the first Batman movie that a kid can get in trouble for watching. I see, there's some parents out there that don't let their kids watch stuff that's too heavy, and this is kind of heavy. I can see a dad when this comes out on streaming, kind of knocking on his door. Hey, Matt, you ain't in there watching Batman, are you? There's nothing kiddie about this movie. Nothing. You don't want your kids reenacting any scenes from this movie. You don't want to come down to the kitchen in the morning and the older brother's just beating the shit out of the younger one. You're like, oh my God, what are you guys doing? We're playing Batman, Mommy. You know how they made a whole new rating for Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. That's why they made PG-13. They need a new rating for the Batman. This movie should be rated PG-35. Just nobody under 34 should just, and this is kind of an aside. This doesn't really have much to do with the movie. I've always had trouble with the whole I don't kill people policy. That policy kind of doesn't work if you go out every night and beat the shit out of people. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to look at the numbers. If you go out every night and beat the hell out of somebody, somebody's gonna die. You be fighting on rooftops and shit, somebody's gonna die. Cochise died just hitting his head on the damn pipe. Didn't nobody see that coming. And that wasn't even no heavy duty fight. Policy just don't work for me, man. If you think about it. If you think about it too hard, you know, it'd be hard to enjoy yourself, you know. Dude be like, damn, man, you know, I came out the liquor store, okay, I robbed it, fine. For one, the gun wasn't loaded, okay? And then I come out the liquor store, and then a motherfucker fly down, swoop down on me, smash my face with his knee, right? Don't even explain nothing, don't ask, don't say, hey, you wanna change your mind? Just crash down on me, swoop down dramatic like I'm supposed to give a damn, slam my head on the pavement. The $38 I left with, it flutters in the air, that's gone. Fast forward 2 years later, I black out every time somebody cut the microwave on. Cause he wanna fight crime. Man, sit your ass down. Some reviews, like some legitimate publications, have given this movie not so much all out negative reviews. Maybe a couple have, but mainly saying that it's a little too grisly. It's leans too hard into the noir influences, and it actually takes away from the fun of this type of story. And to that, I would argue, I kind of understand that perspective, but what else can you do with the type of character that Batman is? And the type of story that's kind of built around him? Because Batman's superpower is grief. You know, that's straight up what it is. It's not his weapons, it's not his money, it's not his intellect, it's his grief. He's using all of that because his grief is what makes him get up every night and want to just take out his anger. And yeah, he wants to do good, but he's angry and he's mad and he's sad, and that's grief, and that's who he is. So it's kind of hard to make that quippy and bippy. You know, when they tried to do it with the Justice League, people didn't dig it, and it didn't seem true to the character. And the fact that the Riddler and Batman have a similar past and they're both psychologically damaged is a noir trope also. In every noir story, the detective is either just as flawed or more flawed than a lot of the people in the story. Sometimes maybe even the villain. And that's the thing that just about every Batman story kind of argues also. Batman's just as crazy as the people that he's going after. And this movie really punches that button. As soon as he walks in with the cops, I'm like, oh man, you do stand out, bro. You got to have confidence to rock that. The only kind of confidence that craziness can give you. Power is grief. And if the entire structure of Batman's story is noir, how do you clean that up? I'm not really sure that you can. If you saw a Batman movie that was sunny and bright and crime was down in Gotham City, I guess I'll leave, you'd be like, something's wrong. What world is this? What earth is this? It'd be something wrong. So where do you go from there? Plus, oh, I forgot about this. Here's something to support my argument. I got 3 words for you. Everybody who thinks that this movie went a little too far for a Batman story, I got 3 words for you. The Killing Joke. That shit came out in 1988. And in it, the Joker kidnaps Commissioner Gordon and then busts in his house where his daughter is hanging out and visiting, and just shoots her in the stomach. Just He doesn't do, it's not no super long exaggerated gun. It's not no flower. He don't do no cartwheel. It ain't no dumb little rhyme. It's nothing goofy. He just busts in and tap, 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 tap on some home invasion shit. This is a home invasion comic book in 1988. That's Batman. You know, on the show, when I have to watch a movie or to talk about on the show or to review or anything like that, there's certain things that stand out about the movie that I know are not going to get recognized during award show season. So I would like to recognize them here on the Blurred Insights show. So I would like to award the Blurred Insights Awards for the movie The Batman. The Eddie Murphy Rick Baker Award for going hard in the paint with a full-on makeup flex. It's Colin Farrell. Colin Farrell, this is for you, buddy. I don't think anybody is gonna make a harder actor flex than Colin Farrell. I don't know what motivated him to do that. Maybe he overheard somebody talking shit about him. Maybe he was at a bar and he was sitting in the booth and somebody was in the other booth talking. He said, what do you think of Colin Farrell? And, maybe the other guy was like, I kind of think he sucks. And Colin Farrell was sitting up there like, okay, I'll show you, motherfucker. Because he tripled down. Let me break down what a hard actor flex that is. He did full-on clump style Rick Baker ass face prosthetics and fat suit. And then he did a regional American accent.
Whoa, take it easy, sweetheart. You looking for me?
That dude's like Irish or something. So, face, body, accent.
How you doing?
Triple actor flex. I guess you proved whoever that dude on the other side of the booth was wrong, sir, because you did it. This is for you, for the actor flex of the year. For Colin Farrell. The best confidence in the club walk goes to Zoe Kravitz. Zoe, this is for you. I don't know if that's just a natural strut, but it was just a bunch, in that one club scene, it was just a bunch of shots of just her strutting her ass off. I guess I don't feel as good about myself as she did because I can't do my shoulders the same way. Maybe because she's like 19. But that strut was cold. So this is for you, Zoe. Good job. The next award, going to the movie The Batman, is the award for Best Psychopathic Classic Song Remix. And it goes to Paul Dano. Paul, here you go, champ. This is yours. I'll hang on to it. For his wonderful rendition of Ave Maria. He started out on cue. He started out on key, I should say, but his craziness kicked in and he started to get a little off cue, but that added an interesting little remix to it. And then his little head bop when he started doing it. So it was an interesting remix. I think it's gonna, that single is gonna hit the charts hard. And you're gonna just eat off of that, sir. So good job with your performance also, but that remix is what award is for. You've earned it. The Paul Dano remix. Okay, this one's a no-brainer. This guy was a shoo-in. This is an easy one. Best mustache, Jeffrey Wright. This is yours, buddy. You've earned it. Jeffrey Wright. Hey, HBO Max. This is the spin-off series I want. Jeffrey Wright and Jeffrey Wright's mustache solving crimes in Gotham City. You canceled Gotham PD before it got off the ground. Here's what you replace it with. Jeffrey Wright, Commissioner Gordon and Commissioner Gordon's mustache, they're learning how to work together and hit the streets of Gotham. He worked that mustache, man, and that is a hard mustache to take serious. Gary Oldman pulled it off for the most part, but every now and then I was like, man, Gary Oldman, take that mustache off, man. Quick plug. Second to last award of the evening, the biggest paycheck for only 2 days of work award goes to Andy Serkis. Andy Serkis flew in, dipped in, had his one little change of clothes, and then dipped on out. the biggest payday. That's what you want to get with your career. That you come in and you work for 13 hours and you're still on the billboard with everybody else. I appreciate what you did, man. We want more Alfred. We want more Andy Serkis as Alfred. You know, we've never had a fit, like in shape Alfred. I want to see some Alfred kicking ass in some action scenes. But he got messed up in this movie because he needed some little emotional angle. But hey, your 13 and a half hours of work, sir, including playing time, is why you earn this. See how it started shining right there? Because that's your paycheck for them 13 hours. That's for you, buddy. The last award of the evening is definitely not least. It is very important. The last award of the evening is the best decision to not use a fake gravelly voice to play Batman. And that award goes to Robert Pattinson. Thank you for just whispering. Thank you for just, you know, you're already walking around with a suit on, beating people up. So you don't have to do a scary voice. You're acting like a psychotic person. So just whisper. That's scary. Just, there's something wrong. The clues aren't adding up. It's the mayor. You know, you don't have to do the full on. As much as I appreciate Christian Bale's performance, he's still, in my opinion, the best Bruce Wayne. And he did a great job as Batman. It's just the voice didn't really work for me. If I'm being completely honest, the voice didn't work for me. It was a little too gravelly. Like if I was a criminal getting beat up by Christian Bale's Batman, I'd be like, does Batman have a cold? Hey Batman, you need a hot toddy. But he still did a great job. But Rob Patz decided to go the other direction and just be disturbed and whispery. And for that good decision, sir, you're honored with this award. Okay? So listen, everybody, there's other perks that go with the award. There's also a $25 Olive Garden gift certificate. So to all the celebrities who won an award tonight, leave your personal address and phone number in the comments, and I will get this award and your gift certificate to you. All right? So, well, I don't know about you guys, but this has been a great show. I'm worn out. We've accomplished a lot. I've gave you takes. We've waded through the heavy, thick muck of the wonderful, gloomy, dreary, excellent Batman movie. We've celebrated. What's the timer for Sam Jackson not giving a damn? What's the timer on that, producer Sean? Was it 15 years, 38 days, 22 minutes, and 11 seconds of Sam Jackson not giving a damn? And bless your heart, sir, for doing it. Hey, listen, don't forget to like and subscribe. We love you. Thanks for watching the show. So make sure to put it on your notifications so you don't miss any of the fun. I'd like to thank producer Sean for all of his hard work. And hey, thank you for watching Blurred Insights. I will see you next time.